Hi ladies and gents, Anton here from 4x4akfar.com. So before I begin, just don't forget that to subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out my website, and communicate down the bottom or whichever way you want to. I will put my email address down the bottom. So I wanted to chat about camping tents in general, and just give some thoughts and ideas to what you're doing. Mostly, you need to look at where you are in your camping career. You want to be able to go out and have it convenient instead of a mission. And these days, it makes it very challenging because people are so stuck on social media and they want the network. They don't really want to be in the super wild and things like that, which is fairly fine. And it's everyone's decision to do that. But if you're going to do it, do your homework and plan things. If you're going to buy a tent, as an example, you want something that is convenient, that will set up quickly, easy enough to pack away. Do you want to carry the tent? So, will you be driving from campsite to campsite? Will you be hiking from campsite to campsite? I mean, these are all things that play a very big role into the size of the tent, the convenience of the tent. What are you taking with you? Are you using a cooler box? Are you using a camping fridge? That obviously goes with your vehicle, So there's a number of factors that need to be considered. If you're an overlander, you in general will have your vehicle set up in such a way that makes it convenient. And what I don't want people to do is just randomly go ahead and buy stuff and then come back and go, that was the worst experience because it was cloudy or drizzling or raining or it was too hot or too dry or too windy and they didn't have the right stuff. So, choose a season that you're going to go out if you're a beginner. If you're a novice, you don't want to ruin your experience negatively. You're going to spend a bit of money buying and doing a few things. You don't want to waste your money. Money these days is pretty precious and not everyone has it to throw around. So you want to try and make what your experience is going to be an enjoyable one at that. So, because, it plays such a big role in whether you're going to go back and do this or not. So this is why I'm doing the whole thing about tents, rooftop tents versus ground tents, all these type of things. As an example, I don't look at how you set up your campsite and the time and the convenience of that. I look at how long it takes to pack everything away. You can always unpack everything quickly. And it always makes it convenient because when you're home, you pack the car perfectly, it's all great. But then when you leave the campsite and you need to start, before you leave, when you start packing up and you need to head home or something like that, then you obviously want to make it convenient. And this is where people can go wrong is it's easy to pack a vehicle when you're leaving home, but when you're at the campsite and you're heading to your next destination or something, how long does that take you? Does it take you an hour? Does it take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? You need to look at that because in most cases when people hike and camp, they're going a fair distance from one site to another because most campsites are out of the way from cities, and you want to obviously you want to try and make life convenient for you because that's really where we are at the moment. We don't obviously want to make it a lot more difficult. So you want to make that your tent is easy and quick to set up and pack away. That your clothes are going to stay in one bag, for example. Your food is in a certain place. Do you have, what type of fridge do you use? Do you use a camping fridge? Do you use a cooler box? Do you not use any of that and you just take dried food and something that you can boil it in? Whatever, I don't know. I'm just bringing up. So there's a number of factors that you need to consider. If you're spending your money for the first time, buy something that is not very expensive, but reasonable for what you're trying to do. Do not ruin your experience by going super cheap, and do not ruin your experience by taking it to a certain level that makes it uncomfortable, that you don't want to do it again. So, ask the people around you. If you've just moved to an area that you don't know, ask the local guys. They'll tell you. Check your weather forecasts. Follow up who's going to be coming with you. What are they taking? This is something that if I go overlanding with some contacts, or if I take a group out, we will share things. There's no point in 5 vehicles, for example, and each vehicle takes a gas bottle. We're not going to use an entire gas bottle over a long weekend or a week or two. So, one can carry the gas bottle and one can carry the pots and pans as an example. So spread the load. So do your homework, do your research, ask any questions below if you have any, or contact me whichever other way that you think. And if you have any other queries or things you want looked into, let's chat about it. I'm happy to even do it over a podcast with someone verbally. I don't know how, but we'll try. So thanks very much for listening. Please listen to my other vlogs. Go into YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. That's a big deal for me. I am fairly new at the podcast story, as you would have heard. So thanks for listening. Have a blessed day. Enjoy your camping. And get out, man. Go and enjoy it. There's really no point in sitting at home on a weekend looking at a TV when you can go and have some fresh air and a campfire. And remember, I've said it 100 times. No good story ever started off with when I went to the kettle to boil a cup of tea. A good story starts off with I was making a fire and a mongoose came past and stole my meat. And something silly like that. I'm just using that as an example. But I'm pretty sure it's happened somewhere around the world. Maybe we can find a story about that. Thanks for chatting. In fact, go and listen on my YouTube channel. I've just put up, a few months ago, I put up one of the campfire stories. That's a crazy one, man. I need to do more of those, funny enough, but that was a really, really good one. Anyway, waffling on. Have a good day further. Have a good evening, and I hope to hear from you soon. And subscribe, push the button, chat soon, and goodbye.